Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla has announced the formation of a three-member panel to probe allegations against Justice Yashwant Verma, from whose residence a large stash of cash was recovered, as the move to impeach him gains momentum. The three-member panel includes Justice Arvind Kumar of the Supreme Court, Justice Maninder Mohan, the Chief Justice of the Madras High Court, and senior advocate B.V. Acharya. Around 146 members of Parliament have signed the impeachment motion against Justice Verma. Next, the committee will submit its report to the Speaker, who will then table it in the House. The committee has the power to call for evidence and cross-examine witnesses. If the judge is found guilty, the report of the panel is adopted by the House in which it was first introduced. After this, a motion will be put to a vote. The same will be repeated in the other house. As per the rules, at least two-thirds of those present and voting in both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha must vote in favor of impeaching the judge. Since both the ruling coalition and the opposition are on the same page on Justice Verma's impeachment, the process is expected to be a smooth sailing process.
न्यायाधीश जांच अधिनियम 1968 की धारा 3 की उपधारा 2 के अनुसार मैंने न्यायमूर्ति यशवंत वर्मा को पद से हटाने के अनुरोध के आधारों की जांच करने के उद्देश्य से निम्नलिखित 3 सदस्यों वाली एक समिति गठित किए। माननीय न्यायमूर्ति श्री अरविंद कुमार, न्यायाधीश उच्चतम न्यायालय, माननीय न्यायमूर्ति श्री मनिंदर मोहन श्रीवास्तव, मुख्य न्यायाधीश मद्रास उच्च न्यायालय, श्री B.V. आचार्य, वरिष्ठ अधिवक्ता, कर्नाटक उच्च न्यायालय। समिति यथाशीघ्र अपनी रिपोर्ट प्रस्तुत करेगी। जांच समिति की रिपोर्ट प्राप्त होने तक ये प्रस्ताव लंबित रहेगा।
हम लोग भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ है। जिन्होंने भ्रष्टाचार किया होगा उसके ऊपर कार्रवाई तो होगी। कानूनी दौरे रखने के लिए इसी तरह का जो आज प्रयास संसद में किया है, पूरी जनता की ओर से हम उनका स्वागत करता हूं और जिन्होंने भ्रष्टाचार किया है उसके ऊपर जरूर कार्रवाई होगी और उसके लिए सरकार ने ये आज का निवेदन किया है।
Now, India Today spoke exclusively to panel member, senior advocate B.V. Acharya. Listen in.
Sir, just wanted to check, your name has been included in the committee for the Parliament proceedings regarding Justice Verma. Just wanted your reaction regarding it.
Whatever responsibility is entrusted to me, I'll try my best to discharge my duties in accordance with law and justice.
Is there going to be any time limit regarding
I
this?
don't know. I don't know anything. Okay. No further.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
I just came to know the news. That's all. I don't want to make any comment about at this stage.
Joining us now from the newsroom is India Today's legal editor, Nalini Sharma. Nalini, do tell us what will now be the role of this three-member panel and how will it proceed forward?
Well, Anjali, now that this panel has been publicly declared by the Speaker of the Lok Sabha, essentially what we are expecting the first stage to be is to be something called the framing of charges, which means that all three of these panel members are together going to sit and decide what are the kind of charges that can be officially levied against Justice Yashwant Verma. Those will be the charges that will be mentioned by the committee that Justice Verma will essentially have to defend before the Parliament during the impeachment proceedings. So these charges are going to be put down in writing. In fact, a copy of these charges, the reason behind it, is also going to be submitted to Justice Verma, and Justice Verma is going to have an opportunity to defend himself. He, of course, has the option of being represented by a lawyer, but he can also put out his defense regarding the charges that have been framed by this committee. Once the charges are in place, that's when the actual investigation to this entire controversy will actually begin. That will essentially include scrutiny of the evidence that is present with regard to this case, case, it will also include cross-examination of the witnesses, especially the people who were the first responders who were there on the scene of the crime. One important way in which this committee is going to be different from the earlier in-house committee that was set up by the Chief Justice of India is that Justice Verma himself has stated that he did not get a chance to cross-examine any of the eyewitnesses in front of the in-house committee that was constituted by the CGI. But in front of the parliamentary committee during the entire investigation, he is going to have a chance for the first time to cross-examine the eyewitnesses who have given statements categorically against him and who have stated clearly on record that cash was present at 30 Tughlaq Crescent Road on the night of March 14th. So that's going to be an interesting thing to watch out for. Once the investigation is complete, we'll know whether or not the finding of the committee is guilty or not guilty. In case they find Justice Verma to be not guilty of the charges against him, then of course the entire proceedings end there. But if they find him to be guilty, that's when the motion is then put before the House after the report is submitted to the chairman. There is voting that happens, and after that the same process is followed in the other House.
Right. Thank you, Nalini, for detailing that entire process for us.